Technologies that generate power, such as thermal, solar, wind, tidal wave, and others will be explored. Wireless technologies have revolutionized the way we work, communicate, compute, socialize, and even have fun. This TV program will give you an insider's view on how it all works.
And wherever you may be, we welcome you to this Gambia Emergency Agricultural Production Project. This is a project, of course, we started since last year to better the lots of Gambians through improving agricultural productivity. With me on this program is the project coordinator, who is Sheikh Tijan Sose, on my extreme left. And immediately after Sheikh Tijan, we have a guest today, who is an EU consultant on agriculture, international consultant for that matter, and he's no other person than Christophe Dideris. On my right, we have Modlamin Ba, or Jalo. Ba, sorry for saying that. He's the media relations officer of the project. And on my extreme right, we have Yasin Khan, who is the deputy project coordinator responsible for monitoring and evaluation. Gentlemen and lady, we welcome you to this program. This is not the first time we've been coming here. We've been coming here to explain to you some of the recent developments of this program as it inches towards its end. Now today we will talk on the second component of this very important program, and I know Sehtijan will delve into that to explain to their viewers what JIP is doing or what JIP has done over the years in terms of improving agricultural productivity, in terms of enhancing the livelihood of Gambians, and in terms of ensuring that agriculture is a viable venture for Gambians. Sehtijan, last time you spoke on the first component, which includes, of course, recruiting, distribution of seeds, and the implementation of the farm activities. Now, the second component, can you please elaborate on that?
Yeah, thank you. I mean, Mr. Davo, as you've just mentioned, this is our third, panel session here. But just to recap, because the purpose of this activity is all about the visibility of the project. So I would just want to appeal to you to briefly recap, the project background, which is known to most Gambians.
Okay.
The GIP, which is the Gambia Emergency Agricultural Production Project, is funded by the European Union and being implemented through the World Bank for the government of the Gambia to boost agricultural production and productivity.
Okay.
Component A, which was to provide inputs, for farmers. As I told you during our last session, that it has been successfully completed since 2010, where we distributed 525 tons of certified seeds, 63,000 metric tons of fertilizer, and 300 power tillers, and a set of each of the farm implements, animal drawn implement, 367 sets of each type, sign hoe, seeders, rice harvesters, and other equipment, coupled with capacity building, power tillers, and so forth, 300 power tillers. On component B, just to recap, component B is to improve village seed stores, storage capacities at village level. In addition, to strengthen 3 seed multiplication centers in the country to enhance year-round production and multiplication of seeds to be distributed to farmers. Because as I said the last time, the project distributed seeds and other accompanying inputs. And I said one of the key results achieved from that distribution was, increasing the tonnage per hectare from 1 ton per metric ton of rice, paddy rice per hectare in the upland to 2.8. So to sustain, because every project, whatever you do, the most important aspect of a project is the sustainability aspect.
Impact on the people.
Yeah, the impact on the people and how to sustain that impact. Since we gave out the seeds and the fertilizer and the equipment, we were able to help farmers increase their yield in the upland, and in fact even in the lowland, because we gave out upland and lowland, and then millet seeds also, we are able to increase the average yield significantly. But how do we sustain that? That is where we are coming in. That is where component B is coming in to support or accomplish component A by strengthening 3 seed multiplication centers, and namely they are Charmin Agricultural Center, which is evident that was in a dilapidated condition. It was nothing was able to be done there. And you have Sapo, Kerewan Field at Sapo, a very large area, about 200 hectares of land, but because there was no activities there because of the lack of infrastructure and the necessary equipment. When you go to Jiroba at Basse, they have about 7 hectares of land with dilapidated infrastructure. That is evident. So here, currently the project is constructing or rehabilitating 23 village seed stores, in 10 districts, and there is massive rehabilitation works going on at Charmin, Jiroba, and Sapo seed multiplication centers, and we expect to complete the works on or before 31st of December.
Okay, thank you very much, Sehtijan. As you understand, this is a program which is done in the local languages because majority of our farmers are local